It's my pleasure to introduce architect Atul Gupta, graduated with a B.Arch from G.C.A. Lucknow, a registered member of Council of Architecture, India, and a fellow at the Indian Institute of Architects. He brings 28 years of diverse architectural experiences. He has excellence in prestigious competitions, including the National Open Competition for Housing. His extensive skills emphasizes long-term sustainability. He is recognized as the Lead Green Associate and B.E-accredited architect. He currently serves as the president of the Architects Association Noida Zone. Today, Atul will talk on the responsive and adaptive architecture through smart technology and automation. So let's welcome Atul.
It is simple architecture that I have been doing all these years. I got into energy when we started its operations in 2010. Then we thought, yes, we should be doing something. And I would like to share before I start on responsive and adaptive architecture. What has happened in the first initial meetings of BE? They were talking of community water heaters. So nobody had any concept if we don't require community water heaters in India. The data was taken from some other country, some cold country, and then given to India. And these departments were working on this. So slowly and steadily we have grown up. Now we have come up with the data of with the concept of the traditional buildings, how the traditional buildings were very responsive, were very adaptive, and now how technology can help these buildings, the new modern buildings, to be responsive and adaptive. The responsive and adaptive architecture means to design and implement buildings and spaces that can dynamically adjust to changing conditions. That is the word dynamics is the key word. Like the why dynamic during the day, the light changes. During the year, the weather conditions change. At times, uh, suppose there's a residential building, there may be a party, there may be a study time, there may be examinations. So the changes are dynamic. We humans are dynamic. So the buildings and the spaces should respond to these dynamic needs, and that is why we call this responsive and adaptive architecture. So how can technology help us? As I think Ashish was talking about it, he had mentioned few things. Security, one issue. Second, efficiency. Then comfort, convenience, and then for me it is optimization of the resources. How do we achieve it? And that too dynamic. These were there already, but then now we are also adding a dynamic effect to these requirements. So the thing is measure data. As I told you initially in my first this thing, data is the keyword. Data, हम लोग as architects, we all are afraid of data because we are not trained for that. There's a gap in education system. There's a gap in the syllabus. We are not technocrats. We are more still calling. We enjoy calling ourselves as creators. Yes, we are creators, but then now create with technology. Now create with the modern developments. With this dynamism, we have to address. Then data is there. Analyze the data. Data analysis can be done by softwares. Once the analysis is done, then technologies are there to find solutions. What can be done? That is what these technologies are called. These are the technologies that we are discussing on the smart automation. Automation is one of the technologies. Okay, so automation, as all of these speakers will agree, is majorly being used in our part of the world in interiors. Slowly, it is coming to the buildings. I'm not talking of the practice. What Shweta, you were telling me, I'm not talking of the practice. I'm not talking of BIM. I'm talking of the actual architecture and actual equipment and instruments that we need to understand and use them in our projects. Like the sensors. The sensors have become so important. So there are environmental sensors, so integrated sensors to monitor temperature, humidity, light levels, and air quality. So the data collected by these sensors can automatically improve our quality of environment. Okay, then building management service systems, BIM, as rightly said. See what a central BMS can do. It can control and monitor various building systems, including HVAC, lighting, security, and a lot of other things. ठीक है ना? Use of automation. How can we use automation? How can we put automation to best use? We can actually save energy. The keyword is energy. Again, keyword is always energy. So if we can reduce the consumption of energy, we are actually doing a favor to ourselves, to our future generations by saving energy, by putting lesser pressure on the natural resources. Then adaptive facades is one important aspect that is started coming in a lot of buildings. CMC, I think, has, Ashish said. Then Godrej probably has. A lot of buildings have now adaptive facades. So adaptive facades have smart facades which have adjustable elements, sunshades, tinted glasses, louvers, which adjust themselves to the changing natural conditions. Then responsive lighting, then intelligent lighting systems. So I think there's a long list of things that we can be expecting from the new generation of architects, and challenges to us, to our generation. Shweta is smiling. Yes, the challenge is exactly on us because we have to study more and more. But the challenge is faced more by the younger generation because their syllabus is yet to be updated. There's a gap. That gap, the skill gap, has to be fulfilled, has to be filled up anyways. So, but then we have opportunities. We have great opportunities. We have enhanced design possibilities. We have enhanced design optimization possibilities. We can design for personalized experiences now. Like if I come in that room, as you said earlier, maybe the AI will tell you, or the system will adjust the light and the activity, the everything, the air conditioning, the lighting, the mood, everything on its own. And it will not be fast. It will be so fast. Like it will not be slow. It will be very fast. It will take maybe a year or two that we will be able to achieve it. Then resilience, adaptability, and then it will open up new concepts of design. What we have been talking of, the courtyard design, over period. Now we will come to technology design. So I think we have a lot of opportunities, we have a lot of challenges. Let us see what has future in store for us.
Thank you, Atul, for an intriguing submission on responsive and adaptive architecture through smart technology and automation.